Some strong barbs are being traded between the Texas Civil Rights Project and the Austin Police Department.
And it is all over the way they handled Tuesday night's shooting and other calls where mental health becomes an issue. KXAN's Chris Sadeghi is live at APD headquarters where the chief just got finished answering some accusations.
Yeah, Robert, he said that he felt he had to respond, and he did so with two executives from Austin Travis Integral Care by his side. The way police officers respond to mental health calls has come under question since Tuesday's shooting.
It's nice to say, well, we have the training and we have all this and all that, but implementing it has been the problem here in Austin.
I call his statement nothing but hyperbole, which is consistent with what he does.
Some pretty bold words being exchanged between the Texas Civil Rights Project and Austin Police. Jim Harrington said yesterday that the shooting of Herbert Babelay is problematic because officers did not try to de-escalate the situation and killed Babelay just 30 minutes after taking the call. But Chief Art Acevedo was having none of that. Flanked by those two executives, he said that it was not your typical mental health call, but rather a public safety call because others had been threatened. Policy says 4 officers have to arrive to mental health calls, with 1 being trained in crisis intervention. The chief says the trained officer was on his way to the scene Tuesday, but before he could get there, officers were forced to act because Babelay pointed a gun at them. Harrington thinks the approach is too dangerous.
The officers' priorities when they arrived with sufficient resources was the safety of the public first.
The key to this is de-escalation, is not showing up in the uniform, not showing up with the guns.
The executives from Integral Care backed up the chief's statements. They're the ones who provide the crisis intervention training, and that they say that the combination of having the trained expert arrive with law enforcement is actually the perfect marriage for handling calls like this. We're live at APD headquarters. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
And the debate over how the Austin Police Department responds to incidents involving the mentally ill goes back more than 10 years. The case of Sophia King received a lot of attention back in 2002. An Austin police officer shot and killed King when she raised a butcher knife to a housing authority worker. The officer was cleared of any wrongdoing, but some accused the police department of overreacting to someone known to have a history of mental illness.